Morning, ladies and gents. It's Sharron, just doing a video for you for Zoom for some exercise, just gentle seated exercise. Nothing too aerobic-y kind, but it's just going to be gentle. So I think most of you have been to my group, so you know the rules, and the rules would be to make sure that you're in a nice comfy chair, a safe chair, and that you don't do anything that's beyond your limits, and you just stay safe while doing the exercises, because obviously we're not with you to do the exercises. And because it's going to be Zoom, obviously normally I can see you all, so I know when to wait for people to catch up and things like that. So between each thing, I might just pause for a few seconds, just so that if there is anyone that needs to catch up, they can, just to allow what I would normally do when we are Zooming, if that makes sense. So always in the exercise, as I would say, and I will say through it, is obviously think about posture and make sure you're safe. And if you've got some water nearby, would be great, because I will just sort of stop and say, let's have a little water break if you want one. So yeah, so we'll do what we normally would do, just some basic gentle exercises. So hopefully you can see me and hear me with this recording. So yeah, firstly, get yourself nice and comfortable. So we're going to start with from head to the bottom, just working our way down the body, just loosening up the joints, moving the muscles about, and generally just doing some light exercise. So as we normally would do, we're going to start with our neck, just loosening up the neck and being a little bit stiff. So we're just going to look to one side, preferably I'm going to start with the left, and just a nice gentle movement to the side, just to loosen the neck. Don't overstretch so it's painful, and slowly back to the middle. Make these nice and slow, because you can quite easily feel a little bit dizzy and maybe a little bit sick from the dizziness. So just slow ones. We're going to do 3 on each side, so nice and gentle and not too fast. And do it in your own pace, because like I said, I will pause so we can all just catch up with each other, because it's not a race and we all do it in our own time and capabilities. So that's 3. So I'm going to stop for a few seconds so anyone can catch up. And then we're going to do the same, but this time we're just going to bring our chin down to our chest. And this one definitely goes slow because you can. You'll feel that your neck is stretching, but only stretch to what is comfortable. Slowly back to the middle, and a little stretch, just looking up slowly. And again, slowly to the middle. And we'll do 3 of these again. Slowly bringing the chin to the chest. Nice stretch, loosening up the neck. And again, in your own time, and at all, if it hurts, uncomfortable, just stop and wait for us to proceed to the next thing. I'm going to pause so we can all catch up. Okay. So another one we can do with the, just loosening up the neck is just bringing our ear to our shoulder, just a little movement that way. Just bring the ear to the shoulder, slowly back to the middle. And again, the other side, just bring the ear to the shoulder. And think about what's comfortable for you each time. Slowly back to the middle. Some of us can, I've not got a great range on that one, so just go as far as you can. Slowly back to the middle. And rest. And I'll wait for everybody. Okay, so now we're going to go for our shoulders and just loosen up the shoulders, because there again with the neck you can hold that tension, so your neck and shoulders all become one kind of stiffness. So we're just going to do a nice gentle roll, just a nice gentle roll, not anything too vigorous. It's gentle, it's nothing vigorous. And then the other shoulder. You'll notice I'm going to explain that I've got a poorly shoulder, so with this one I won't be doing as much as the other one. And again, that applies to you. If you've got any weakness in any part of the body, you compensate and do what you can do. And then maybe roll them together. Nice roll together, very gentle. Nice gentle movements. And then if you feel, we can reverse it and roll forwards. Just loosen up those shoulders. Feel your back moving a bit as well. Then we can just do a little forward as well, just loosening them up. Ready to do some exercise. Rather than going from a stiff movement. Okay. Just going to move the camera a bit. And so then from the shoulders, loosen it up a bit. Take one arm to the side. And just, this is moving your shoulders, just do a gentle circular motion. Just, and as you do, you can then make it bigger, but gently, so no big forced. And just make it as high as you can. I can only go this high. On my other arm, you'll see that I can go higher. So if you can go up further, then do so. Nice and gentle, nothing too forced. Think about your posture, so no slouching, because you're just going to hurt your back. Keep yourself nice and tall. Think about your breathing as well. And then slowly, rather than just stop, we'll bring the circles smaller. So rather than just stopping the shoulder, we warm the shoulder back down to smaller circles. Nice small ones. Till we stop and then relax. Same with the other one. Starting with a nice, gentle, small circle. And then just gradually build it to a bigger one, but only what is comfortable for you, just your ability. In a way, it's good I've got a bad shoulder so you can see what I mean by doing what you can do. A nice circle, just loosening. And again, think about your posture. Don't start slouching and doing it. Try and keep your core in and your back straight. And then slowly wind back down to some smaller circles to stop that movement. Nice and gentle. Nice gentle ones. And slowly till we stop. Okay. So another one we're going to do is just arms at the side, just gently bring our arms up. And gently bring them down. It's a nice gentle movement and bring them up. Again, think about your posture. And down. And as you come up, breathe in. And out as you come down. These are nice gentle ones. In your own pace as well, no rush. Breathing in and out. We're going to do 3 more of these. So up, breathing in and out. Nice and gentle, nothing forced. And up and down. And just one more up and slowly down. Want to give your hands a little shake, do so. At any point, if you've got water and you want to have a drink, just take a drink and you can join in and catch up. Okay. So another one we're going to do is we're just going to bring our arms out in front. I'm going to turn so you can see. Arms out in front. And we're just going to clench our fists slightly, not tightly. And we're going to, as though we're rowing a boat. So we're just going to pull back. And forward, like we're rowing a boat. And with this one, you can just make it really gentle, like there's no effort. So you're still working all those joints, those muscles. Or you can just pretend you've got a little bit of weight there and give it a good pull. But again, only what's good for you. So as you pull back, bring your arms back to you. Feel your back, tighten at the back there. Posture always think about, nice and upright. Just nice, opening up the chest and breathing in and out. Thinking about your breathing as well. When you're breathing in for the pull and out for the relaxing part. In and out. 2 more. 1 and 2. And relax, slowly relax, okay? Rather than just drop the arms in there, and keep our arms at our side. And as though we've got some weights in our arms, maybe, hands. Or if you've got a couple of bottles, you could use those, or cans, if it's comfortable for you. We're just going to do some like bicep curls. So again, nice and straight with the back, and posture is good. And as though we've got some weights, just gentle ones. 7, 6. We're going to do 2 in 10 of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and relax. Slow relax. Okay. Another one we're going to do is just reaching up. So a nice stretch up. So we need to stretch. It's nice to stretch. See how we can reach and down. Same the other side, and just do what you can. Reaching up, nice stretch, thinking about your core. Slowly down. And again, nice stretch up, just reaching up. Slowly down. And another one, just reaching up. And only as far as you can manage to stretch, don't go too far if you can't. Slowly down. And another one up. We'll do 5 on each side. I think this is 3. And another one, 4. And another one, 5. One more. And slowly down to relax. We're going to do some with our hands now and our wrists, just loosen up the hands so you can have a little shake. Ready? Okay. We're just going to clench our fists and just stretch out our fingers. Clench, stretch, giving the fingers a real nice stretch. And stretch. And stretch. To 2 more. Stretch. 1 more. And relax. So rather than drop our hands, we're just going to put our hands together. Clasp them. Bring our arms nice and tight to our chest, so they're tight to the chest. And we're just going to rock. Or you can hold your hand out and rock if you've got the strength to do that. Or you can just keep them nice and tight. If they're out, you've got more motion, more movement, you'll feel that you can rock your hands a bit more. It's just moving those wrists, getting those wrist joints going. Rocking them backwards and forwards. It's a nice one. And then you can rock from side to side. Either way, just working the wrists. And again, only do what's comfortable for you. And still think about your posture, even though we're just doing this. It's still keeping that back nice and supported and straight. And then from there, we're just going to take our hands into the prayer position. Just give you all a minute to just compose yourself. Just as though we are going to do a prayer, but push the hands together. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Like breather, and again push together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Little breather, and again push together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Maybe do 1 more of those because these are really good for stretching the hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly relax. Give your hands a shake. Have a little breather. We're going to now work from the waist down to the legs. We've done a few in the arms. So if you've got a drink, have a drink. I'm just going to pause for a minute just to allow yourselves all to have a little breather and have a little drink if you need to. Okay. As long as everybody's feeling all right, continue. If at any point you're not, then don't. Just think about what you're capable of doing and feel comfortable doing. Okay. Just move my chair, sorry. We're going to just work the waist a little bit. So put your hands on your waist, or if you can, put them at the head, whichever's comfortable. I'm going for my waist. And again, you might want to just come a little bit, if you're capable or able to, come a little bit towards the edge of the chair, and as long as you're safe to do so. And we're just going to have a little turn to the side. So just turn your waist slightly to the side, holding it for 2, 3, 1. Slowly back to the middle, nice and gentle. Take a breather, and slowly around to the other side, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Very slowly back to the middle. Breather. And again to the other side, just a nice little stretch, as though you're going to have a nose over your shoulder. Slowly back to the middle. And a nice breather. And again, round to the other side. And hold it. Slowly back to the middle. We'll do one more on each side. Just get the waist moving, also it does move the spine as well. Hold it. Slowly back to the middle. Breathe up and round to the other side. And slowly back to the middle. Relax. Okay. Now I'm going to move the camera, I'm afraid, because I'm all on my own doing this. Do some legs. We've done some legs now, and obviously we've not been using them, so we're going to just march on the spot just to warm them up, get the blood flowing, just so we're ready to do a little bit of exercise on the legs. So just warm them up, get the blood flowing. Gentle march or a little run on the spot, whatever you can do. Think about posture as well whilst doing this, and relax, and you should feel the legs tingling a little bit where the blood's flowing down your legs. So we're going to start with, you can see me, just working our hips. So if we're doing that, we're just going to step out to the side. So with this, again, think about your posture, make sure you're not sitting back and slouching. If you've got a chair that supports you, you're going to be better with this if you're a little bit nearer to the edge of the chair. But if you can't, then you can still do some movements. So we'll be just stepping out to the side to get the hips going. Only step as far as you can. So if you can only do a little step, it's fine. Or if you really find it hard to step, you could even just relax the leg and just let the hip move. Just a little movement like that. So do what's capable and comfortable for you, and what's within your abilities. So we're going to go out and step, and we're going to do 8 on each side of the step. On this side first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slowly back to the middle. Take a little breather. Everybody to catch up for a minute. And then we do the same on the other leg. And again, just step as far as is comfortable for you and that your mobility allows you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and relax. We'll just wait and take a breather, think about your breath and wait for everyone to catch up, because it's not a race, it's all in your own time. Okay. So now we're going to change from going outwards, we're going to step forward. So we're going to bring our leg forward onto our heel and then come back. So heel. If you can go to toe is good. If not, just flat to your sole of your foot. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more, and 8. And relax. You will feel, you should feel that's working here. I can anyway. Have a breather. And then we're going to go on to the other leg, which is my left. We're going to go heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Always think about your posture. Don't go slouching. Heel, toe, heel, toe. 1 more. Heel, toe, and relax. We'll have a little breather. So another one we're going to do. I'm going to turn my chair. Our ankles. We're just going to, again, think about your posture all the time. Come up onto our toes and just hold for 3, 2, 1, and slowly down. We've got 8 sets of these up onto the toes. 3, 2, 1, slowly down. You'll feel some pull and some stretching up onto the toes and down, up onto the toes. 3, 2, 1, slowly down, and again up onto the toes, slowly down, up onto the toes. 3, 2, 1, and down, and again up onto the toes. 3, 2, 1, and slowly down, and again up onto the toes. 3, 2, 1, slowly down, and again up onto the toes. 3, 2, 1, and slowly down. We're going to do the opposite now, so we have a nice stretch at the front of the legs too, and bring up onto our heels. So we're just balancing on our heels and bring our toes up, upwards to the sky, and just holding for 3, 2, 1, and slowly down. And again up onto the heels, toes up. 3, 2, 1, slowly down. And again up onto the heel. 3, 2, 1, and slowly down. And another one up onto the heels, toes pointing up, nice stretch. 3, 2, 1, slowly down. And another one, heels, toes pointing up. 3, 2, 1, slowly down. And one more, up on the heels, toes pointing up, nice stretch. And 3, 2, 1, slowly down. A little wiggle if you need to. Now we're just going to combine those two together to give our ankles a nice little rock. So toe to heel, toe, nice and gentle, nothing forced. It's a nice gentle movement. Toe to heel. Just a nice rock just to get those ankles moving. Nice and gentle. Quite a nice one. These are all nice exercises you can sit and do at home in the chair, any point in the day. And again, heel to toe, heel to toe. One more, heel to toe, and relax. Let's have a little rest for a minute. Okay. Now we're going to, if you can do this one, this one's a little bit tougher, but it's a nice little one to do if you can. It's kind of like you're riding a bike or pedaling a bike. Again, think about your posture definitely this one, because you will be taking one leg off the ground. So just take one leg off the ground, whichever one. I'm going for my left one. You can see that one's off the ground, the other one's on the floor. It's like I'm just riding a bike. So I'm just going to do a little motion as I'm pedaling. We won't do many because it is quite tough. You will feel it there and on your back. That's why I'm saying really think about your back for this one. We'll do 2, 1, and relax, because it is tough, that one. It's a good one. You can feel it here. Little rest, catch your breath, and onto the other leg. Bring it off the ground. Mine's off, just so you can see. I can't see the light great. And so you're riding a bike. Nice, gentle movements. But do think this is quite tough for your back too. 2, 1, and relax. Take a little breathe, and your legs a little wobble if you need to. I'm just going to move my chair again. So for this one, another good one is just for working the muscles, is to take your hand, or if you've got a cushion, which I haven't with me, you can put a cushion or a ball, something like that, anything between your knees. But if not, you could just use your hands, but just be mindful that this is your hands you're using then. And you're just going to squeeze your knees together. So it's like you've got something there just to squeeze onto. So it's using all these muscles to squeeze with. But just be mindful, if you're using your hands, you don't want to be squeezing your hands and hurting your hands. So if you have got a cushion or anything like that sitting right next to you, just grab it and use that. And hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And again, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And again, do 5 of these. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Take a breath. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. One more, squeeze together, but not too hard if it's your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly relax. Have a little move about if you need to. Have a little breather, catch your breath. And then we're going to do a similar thing. This time you're just going to put your hands at the side of your knees, so you're touching your knees. And you're just going to push away, but your hands stop you pushing away. So that's a nice one because you're pushing out. So use your hands to stop you pushing away and just push. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And again, posture, always think about that. And again, breathe in to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And again, pushing out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly relax. And again, push out. Hands stopping you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Slowly relax. One more, pushing out, hands stopping you from pushing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly relax. Might need to give your hands a little shake from doing that and a little wiggle. So just to finish, because we've been doing a bit of exercise, just a little stretch out for all of our muscles. So bring one leg forward onto your heel, keep one bent, and just have a little lean across and a little stretch of the legs. Hold it there for a few seconds. Nice stretch. Come back in. Just here so you can really see what I'm doing. That stretch. Then the opposite leg. Leg forward so straight. Other leg bent on your heel. And just leaning onto the knee. Just have a nice stretch. Stretching the legs, stretching your back. And your arms are stretching because you're using those to clean. It's all a nice stretch. And slowly relax. And slowly come back up. And I'll just remove the camera because that will be it.